Hey girl, hey, welcome back to another video in the Going Back to School in Our 30s series. And we are celebrating the fact that we are seniors. We are seniors. We are seniors. Congratulations. You made it to the last year. Hey, hey, hey. It's a party. It's a party. Hey, it's a party. It's a party. Hey. Like, oh my God, I'm so freaking proud of you. Was that really hard? I mean, it was. It was a little bit. It was a little bit. But girl, we made it. We made it. And I see you, my guys. I see you in the back, my guys, because y'all been rocking it out in this series as well. Oh my God. I am honestly just so proud of us because I know how hard it has been. I know how much we've had to sacrifice. I know how much we've had sleepless nights. So it's just like, bro, to be here in this moment, our last year. I'm just so proud of us. Like, I'm legit proud of us. So you already know I had to do a new semester prep video. So we are prepping for our last year, 2 semesters away from graduation, and we got to do it right. We got to do it right. So you already know, grab your pen and a paper because we're going to be jotting out everything we need to be doing in our last year of school, baby. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of everything, I just want to say overall, stop caring about what people think and decide what you're going to do and stand on that. Too many times we sit there and worry about what others think, what my family's gonna say, what my friends are gonna say, da 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 da. At the end of the day, if they're not paying your bills, if they're not showing up for you, if they're not doing any of the things that's gonna help you better your life, that's gonna level you up, you can't worry about what people think because people are gonna always have their opinion. Whether or not you're doing well or you're doing poorly, people are gonna always say something. You cannot worry about what other people think, especially because this is your senior year. There's gonna be so many avenues, so many different routes you can take, so many options. You do not want to get bombarded with other people's opinions. Only thing that matters is you. And if you say you're gonna do something, do it. Do not go back on your word. The worst thing you could do is lose the trust that you have within yourself. If you say you're gonna wake up at 8 o'clock to make sure that you do your homework, do that. If you say you're gonna go to the gym at 10 o'clock so you can make it to your 12 o'clock class, do so. The worst thing you could do is lie to yourself because you end up not trusting your own word. And if you can't trust your own word, how the heck are you gonna trust everybody else's word? Make it make sense. So you already know we got the iPad on deck. We're about to get into the nitty gritty. So I hope you're ready because I'm ready. Everything you need to be doing this semester, fall season, senior year. Let's get it. First and foremost, we need to be optimizing our schedule. Y'all know every video I talk about the schedule. Your schedule needs to be on point, okay? I'm gonna be doing a how to create your own Google Calendar video. So if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to subscribe now. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when every video uploads. So optimizing your schedule, you wanna make sure you know where your classes are, when they are, and you need to get your time management right. If you have not gotten it right thus far, but you still made it somehow, okay, that was grace, but we need to get it down because your senior year, you're going to be doing a lot of things. And if you have other responsibilities outside of your classes, it's even more dire that you get your time management on point. So tools that I use is Google Calendar. I also use the calendar that I made in my iPad, as well as I made a planner that basically just gives me a breakdown of what my days are. I made it specifically for me and the things that I like. There's so many free digital planners if you are a digital person versus those who are like more paper, like you like pen and paper, you like the pen to the paper type planners. There's so many different ones out there. Find one that fits your needs. It doesn't have to be spectacular. It just has to be something that gets you through your day. You need your time to be as efficient as possible because remember, not only do you have responsibilities outside, but you also have to remember not just your classes, but you need to make time to study. I don't know if you know the ratio of how you should study, but if you don't, here is a perfect example. If you have an hour class, you should be making sure you have 30 minutes to study. If you have a 2-hour class, you need to be making sure you have an hour to study for that class. And that will be times the amount of days you have that class. If you have that class twice a week, you should be breaking it down to 30 minutes twice a week. If you have the class an hour 3 times a week, you should be breaking down the study time 1 hour 3 times a week. And if you are struggling in that class, you need to add the minimum of 2 times the amount of time you need to study for that class. That is the realistic way to be sure you are going to ace, if not ace, but get your B's and A's and all that good stuff in your class. It's going to be the perfect amount of time to get you to understand the material, get you to be able to practice if there are practice problems, and be able to find questions that you can ask your professor when you go into the next class session. Next thing I want to talk about is starting to find an internship or job within the field that you are studying. Now, this changes depending on what you're doing, but most of the time you want to find something that correlates to the degree that you're going for. So if you are a medical student and you're probably going to figure out if you're going to start medical school, if you're going to do nursing, there are pathways for each type of degree and the job and the career that you want. So you should already, if you have not in your junior year or sophomore year, you should be figuring out the pathway to the direction of the career that you want and start looking for jobs and internships in that sector. Even more, if you do have a job already, if you do have responsibilities already, maybe you could find a way to volunteer within the field that you're interested in going into, right? You want to utilize your time as a senior, because if you are someone thinking about graduate school or getting a job right out of school, those experiences matter. And a great way to even tap into that is tapping into your advisors and professors. Having a relationship, you should have built a relationship up to this point within your college years. And if you haven't, it's by time you need to get it in right now. If you have old professors that you still have their contact, reach out to them, start telling them what you've been up to, what you're doing, what you're interested in. If you have professors that you're taking now that are they know you a little bit more, or if you don't know anybody else, take this semester, okay, to make some relationships with some of your advisors and your professors, because when it comes to finding internships and jobs, they will be the link to set you up with so many different opportunities. I cannot tell you the amount of grants, scholarships I've been able to get because of my relationship with some of these professors and advisors. It is the thing that's going to set you apart. Having somebody to back you up when you apply to these different things is going to help you so much. So you want to take this time now, if you haven't already, make connections with your professors and advisors. If you have already, make those connections even deeper. Let them know what your classes are, what you plan on taking, how your schedule is. They might know of opportunity that's going to come that's going to help you along the way in your senior year. Another thing that's going to be so great with these connections that you have with your advisors and professors is that when you need a recommendation, because whether or not you're going to apply for graduate school or a job, having recommendation letters from your professors is going to help tremendously. So build those relationships so it's easier for you to ask for recommendations, because you never know when you're going to need them. Next up, I want to talk about taking advantage of your school campus activities, student life. Now, I know up to this point, maybe you probably haven't. I know we all have different things going on. Some of us have jobs, some of us have kids, we all going through different stuff, but it's so important to take time, regardless of your age bracket, regardless of what's going on, to figure out what's on campus, what are things you can be a part of, groups you could be a part of, events you can take part in, just because you never know where those connections might lead you, right? Like, don't be afraid to meet new people, even in your last year of school. And this could go for even if you're doing online school. It's in your best interest to actually make connections even in your senior year. Even if you haven't talked to anybody at all, even if you're online, just connecting with 1 or 2 people, just going to 1 or 2 events, you never know what can happen. There's so many people that say they got a job based off of knowing someone rather than actually finding it on a job site, because they had a conversation with this person kind of knew things that they would do. When a job opportunity came up, when an event opportunity came up, they thought of that person because of previous conversation. Again, it's not just about the books. If I haven't said it before, I'm gonna say it right now. When you go to college, it's not just about getting to the books, getting good grades. You want to build connections, because you never know where those connections will take you. I'm going to be honest, a lot of times people are getting these jobs because of people they know. You just never know what these connections can do. And honestly, you don't want to miss out on just having fun moments on campus. It doesn't matter your age. You still deserve fun. You still deserve to have some type of college experience, because you're doing all of this work, and it's great at the end of the day. You graduate, you get your diploma, but then do you have any real memories? Some memories are good. Even if you're an older student, it doesn't matter. You still can connect with people. Don't let your age be the thing that stops you from connecting. It doesn't matter if you think you don't have anything in common with other individuals that might be younger than you. You never know till you open up your mouth. So be sure, if you haven't already, try to make a few connections. Try to go out to some of the student activities, even whether it's on campus or off campus, because they have a lot of activities as well off campus. You never know. You never know. You never know. It's your senior year. Please try to have a little bit of fun this semester. If you are preparing to go to grad school, them grad school bills ain't gonna pay itself. So I want you to understand that it's never too late to apply for scholarships. It's never too late to apply for grants, okay? If you are currently taking loans and you know you want to go to grad school, you need to start preparing now. Again, I've said this in my previous other videos. There are so many scholarships out there. There's so many people getting this money and using it, not just to take care of their school bills, but the refund checks that come in, they take care of the bills that they have for their life, for things that are happening outside of school. So don't be afraid to apply for scholarships. Don't be afraid to apply for grants. It's never too late. There's so much money out there, y'all. So much. This is also too, if you do have loans, you need to start planning when you're gonna start paying it off, because those people start coming right when you're about to walk across the stage. They ready for that call. They ready for that call, especially if you don't plan on going to grad school. They ready for that call to ask for their money back. So start figuring out ways that you want to make your payment plan easy if you are a person that ended up taking out some loans for school. If you're like me and you are planning to go to graduate school, because you know your girl got to get her master's, like we started already, we might as well keep going, you feels me? So if you are a person looking to go to grad school, this is the time to start looking now. You are in senior year, you have no time to waste. You want to make sure you have time out of at least once a week to start looking at grad schools that interest you, to start looking at how much it costs, to start looking for scholarships, like I said previously, to start looking for whether or not they're in this city or outside of state, what you need to do in order to get into the grad school that you want to get into, and what direction you need to take when you're at graduate school, because there's so many programs that are opening up that's allowing you to get 2 degrees at once, that's allowing you to work as well as get a degree. So figure out what your path is and what is best for your schedule, and if graduate school is for you. Now understand, you don't have to go to graduate school right after you graduate from your current school, or if you are a person already in graduate school and you plan on getting another one. Remember, this is your journey. You don't have to do what the world says. You don't have to do what your parents say. You don't have to do what you thought in your head, because even sometimes you can put a lot of pressure just to show up, and then when you don't get the reward you thought you was gonna get after getting your master's, you will feel some type of way. I want you in this new season to really think about every single decision you're gonna make and why you want to make it. Your why needs to be important to you. Your why needs to be so strong that even when you don't feel like getting up in the morning, you will get up and show out for yourself. Whether you have 100% that day, 80% that day, or 50% that day, it don't matter, because you're going to get up because you know your end goal. Understand your why. Through all of this, you should have understood your why. But if you haven't already, if you plan on going to grad school, why are you going? Who is it for? What are you doing it? What is the reason, and how is it going to help you in the future? Ask yourself these questions, because it's so important that we stop, we breathe, and we actually think about our choices before we make them. I know social media can make us feel like we're missing out on so many things, but trust me, you're not. Your path, your lane is your lane for a reason. What is for you is not going to miss you. So I don't want you to be chasing your tail trying to do what other people are doing. We're not keeping up with the Joneses here, okay? We are walking in our path. Listen, this semester is going to challenge you in such a way that the other semesters didn't, because it is your senior year, because it is the year you have to be so, because people talked about basically senioritis, where you literally, because it's your last year, you kind of like scaled down your efforts. Do not scale down your efforts. Be so locked in, because when you walk across that stage, you'll know that you showed up in every possible way, despite every single thing that was happening in your life, the obstacles, challenges that tried to knock you down, tried to take you out, okay? But you got this far and you made it. You did it. I'm so freaking proud of you. I'm freaking proud of us. We're gonna dominate this semester. I am so ready. Fall 2024. I'm excited. I'm happy. I cannot wait to see what you accomplish. I'm all around just excited. Let me know in the comments if you're in your senior year. Congratulations. Thank you so much for watching this video. You already know, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already, and if you want to see more videos like this, please be sure to subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.